so I have to switch up my questions because you was here the whole time for the last one. So it's gonna come a little different, but I want you to introduce yourself
Hey,
first.
not giving me no time to prepare, huh?
No, yeah, I gotta hit you hard, bro. I can't let you walk.
It's cool, it's cool.
So how do you want everybody to find you? Social medias, what's your name? Like, give them a full introduction.
My name is K Gold. You can find me on Instagram at official_K Gold. Yeah.
That's really what's important, right? It's
That's
like
really
Instagram, you
important.
find me on Instagram, and my name's K Gold.
I ain't gonna tell y'all my real name because I don't need to stalk them to know.
Right,
Keep
exactly.
that
It's
to
like
yourself.
it's a stage name for a reason.
Exactly.
Alright, so I guess the first thing I want to start off with is with your career as a musician, because that's why we have you here. You're going to be a headliner at one of our open mics. And the open mic is it's a vital part of our platform because it helps us build content. But this is the most important part, is what we're going to be presenting the world virtually. That's what this platform is about. So what do you want to do with your music career? I guess maybe the next goal you have, or maybe something that you plan as a long-term goal.
Okay. Well, ultimately, right?
Yeah, or ultimately. That's a great way to answer it. Yeah.
My goal is just to connect with people.
Okay.
As many people as possible.
And so that's why you make music, because you want to network and meet people.
That,
word.
That, and then on the flip side, this is like the dream. This is like something bigger than, oh, this is fun. Like, nah, it's fun, yeah, but I'm not doing it just for fun. I'm doing this to make a living. That's how it is.
So, I mean, when I hear it from that perspective, and one thing that I always admired and brought me to Philadelphia in the first place is that I see people put their whole entire life's purpose and dreams to the forefront. Like, where I'm from, everybody, we have this saying where it's like you either work factory, you go to the military, or you go to college. And that's not a knock on none of that stuff. It's just, when I came here, I saw so many different walks of life and people who had committed themselves to what it is that they're passionate about. So could you tell me about like where you from and like what made you decide to go on this journey?
Yeah, sure. I'm from Delaware, actually.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm in Delaware, still in Delaware, matter of fact. So I've been in Delaware all my life. So I don't know. I feel like everywhere you go is basically the same thing that you said. You're either about to go to the military, go to the factory, or you working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be breaking my back for nobody else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to work, I would rather work toward my goals.
Yeah.
Not to say that, oh, this nigga don't got a job. Nah, I'll get a job, but on the side, until when I want to get big, it's going to get big, so I could support what I want to support, you know what I'm saying? So, that being said, I just don't want a regular life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I die, what this nigga's going to say about you?
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
You remind me, I'm actually excited because you remind me of myself at your age. Like, I got into college a little early because I got out of high school early. And one thing I always told my teachers, my dad, and everyone around me, if you're not living the life I want to live, I'm taking what you're saying like as a grain of salt.
Exactly.
Like, I'm never gonna be ungrateful for what people are telling me or nothing, but it's like, if you're not doing what I want to do,
Exactly.
then it's like,
Because like you're giving me the wrong advice.
Yeah.
This is not something,
It's
okay,
not.
Like maybe if I was going in this direction,
Yeah.
this is something I could go
That's
ahead and
the way I
apply.
wanted to explain it, right?
But it ain't like that. So
Right.
I'm not listening.
You know what I mean?
But
Okay.
thankfully though, you know, my parents support it.
And that's a big thing, because with that support, it allows you to not have to be vulnerable or like needing to network with the wrong people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, because I know part of my music, I was fortunate like that too. My man, he went to college and got an audio engineering degree, and that was the first guy I ever recorded with. So I was blessed to have that opportunity. But I always look, now that I have this business, I always think like the people that I have use our services, I'm like, man, I'm proud to provide this service, because when it's not for the love, people will eat you up. And it'll end up being a constant struggle. And like you said, you're just building somebody else's thing up.
Yeah, like
your thing ain't really coming together.
The
like
rat
that.
race, bro.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
The rat race, exactly. Okay, so you mentioned music and social media, and I have a question that I've been asking a few of my guests. How do you feel about social media? Do you like it? Do you not like it? That type of.
I'm iffy. I'm not iffy, but like I got mixed feelings sometimes.
Mixed feelings.
Cause it's good, but it can be bad. Anything can be good. Like a pencil is used for writing, but you could go ahead and stab it.
Right. You know what I like that analogy.
Everything, I feel like if you using it for the right purposes, it's good. But if you using it to spread hate or whatever,
Be on some goofy
be on some like some old troll shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when it become detrimental.
I found that man, it's so, it can be detrimental, and like you said, the best ways, or excuse me, it can be detrimental in a bad way, or it can be exponential in a good way.
Exactly.
And and that was exactly what I was about to say. Like at first, I was getting a lot of followers at one time because I moved here, but then I wasn't really posting stuff. I was really just sharing the moments of me performing or things or people I was meeting, which is cool. But then when I started talking about what I thought on my mind, I watched like my following go up more, but like the people, the views, and the engagement going down. And I'm like, I took that, like you said, I took that weird mixed feelings. And then what I started realizing was those, even though I was at a smaller amount of people watching my stuff, people started supporting me. I would wake up and people would be like, I watched your YouTube today, and they would just like PayPal me $100.
Yeah, because now that's when you vulnerable. That's when you start to separate what people is with. Like, okay, these people gonna fuck with me when I make this post about me.
Yeah, you can
or
see
these
it.
people actually like me as a person.
Right.
Me and them is probably gonna connect sooner or later. So
it filters it out. I've been noticing
like a filter, yeah.
It really has been filtering that out, and it's really, you got to be self-aware to know what's good for yourself, because that, I think, is the scary part that we notice. Sometimes you get caught up in the hype. You get caught up in the trend, or caught up in the, like, what did you call it? The negativity.
Yeah. That's how, and I've seen a lot of artists, even big artists like Lil Pump,
right,
caught up in the hype, trying to troll, trying to just get some clout. That's what it is, clout chasing.
Clout chasing.
You just want to be so big.
Did you do anything to do it?
You do anything to do it. You lose yourself. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So currently, whether it's I don't like to box this question in. What are you doing currently when you want to relieve yourself? Like, do you have any hobbies or shows or anything that you do when you just stressed out and you like, man, I need to do
this
to get back?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the biggest reasons I started music. I was going through like a real rough span of events, and I will always sing because I grew up in church, as I'm pretty sure most did. But I was on the keys, I was playing the drums, I was singing, I was traveling. You know what I'm saying? Interacting with mad different people, getting booked to come sing at people's churches and stuff like that. So, one, I realized it helps you relieve a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? Or not even just stress, like. You can put happy emotions.
Yeah, you can put right.
Relieving that stress is something completely different. It gives you like a different state of mind now. So started doing that for a while, and once I started traveling and stuff like that to sing for people, I realized I had something. Like, people always tell you, oh, you got a gift. Especially in the church, you know what I'm saying?
Right, you say you're in church, right?
Especially in the church. So it wasn't until I sing for myself that people connect with me when I sing or when I be vulnerable or talk about certain things that I really started to get that head about myself. Like, alright, I'm going to start making music. Because I always wanted to make music, but I was trapped in that phase, especially as a PK. Because my father and my mother are pastors. Okay. So especially as a PK, you got that certain label on you, like, either you're supposed to be doing this, which is all righteous and all that, or you about to just be a sinner. You about to go the whole opposite direction. So I wanted people to understand, one, even as Christians or if you Muslims, even any religion you subscribe to, right? You are still a human at the end of the day. No matter how you try to twist it and turn it, you are a human.
That's a powerful message, and like you said, it takes a lot of courage to move in that direction, because religion is a very, very big community, and when you think outside of that box, but you still want to carry out the will and the duties of being God's children, right? Like, really fulfilling the stories and the edict and the gift that you was given. But it can be really scary, so I commend you on that, man, for real. What's one thing you wish you learned in your life, or what are you looking forward to learning in your life as your journey keeps going forward?
It's a lot. But one thing is humility, for real. That's the biggest thing. I feel like sometimes I get a little cocky. Get beside myself.
I always have this conversation, right? Especially as a black man, I think I'm going to be your biggest advocate that you're not. I'm saying you're not cocky. I think you know your value, and when you know your value as a black man, that makes people uncomfortable. That's my.
I don't
That's
care about making people uncomfortable.
Right.
It's if
That
I look
should.
at, it's not even what other people think. Like somebody else could tell me I'm cocky, but like I'm not cocky. What are you talking about? But if I look at a certain action I do, it'll be like, nigga, you know that was cocky.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
so it's
that
a
is
lot of,
humility. I think that's a good journey. Then I see what you mean now.
Yeah, so it's a lot of internal battles as well too. Everybody got something they gotta fix.
Yeah, absolutely. That's yo. I'm learning from you as you saying that. That's why I'm looking at you. I'm like, I didn't think that way at your age. I didn't think that way. I was pretty much helping. I wasn't. I thought that even if I was wrong, it was your fault. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate that you even brought that to perspective for me. So what in your journey or what in with your music or your life do you want to teach people then? If like that's what you would like to learn, then what maybe do you think that you have as a gift that you want to give or teach people?
I'm really geared toward the younger generation.
Okay.
Because I realize at a young age, old people or older people, as you might call them, your elders, whatever, they stuck in their ways already. It's
that's powerful. No, that's smart, man. Because I didn't get that either. I didn't understand that at first.
They done built up a habit over years and years, so they just stuck like that.
I got you.
But I want to reach the younger crowd. That's what gravitates towards me anyways. People gravitate towards me, generally speaking, but mostly the younger crowd. And I feel like a lot of the younger crowd is misled, especially with the music we got today. In hip hop. It's like, it's toxic.
You don't feel like that, you don't feel scared or pressured when you think or say that? Like when I think of dealing with people's kids, I'd be like, man, I'm not trying to mess up somebody else's kids. You know what I mean?
When I get famous, I'll worry about it.
Okay.
When I get famous, I'll worry
One thing at a time. And that was a really good answer. I liked your answer because there's no need to overthink it. Just you have a good intent. Yeah. That's a great place to start at. And is when you keep that intent, you know, you can be open to making some mistakes. You'll do the right thing.
Yeah, and then so having people in your corner, make sure you doing the right thing you're supposed to do. Having people that's going to check you and not being too proud and too on your high horse and not be able to take criticism from nobody.
Yeah. So, that's a really good leader quality, yo. I commend you on that. That's a really good leader quality, like you said. Like I'll worry about that when that comes. Right? Yeah. So okay. So my last question then is, what is a way that people can support you? What is whether it's streaming your music, coming to the next thing you have. Like what can people do to support you now or in the future?
As far as support on a base level goes, obviously stream my music. Y'all can message me on Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
You're not gonna get a message back.
You're not gonna get a message back. It's probably gonna be like 2-3 months go by.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm just not. But Instagram, you can message me on there. That's what I meant to say. Connect with me. You know what I'm saying? If you make music, I'll listen to your music, give you feedback, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. But as far as actually support me, because you got fans and you got supporters. If you want to be a fan, right? I got a concert coming up. Not a concert. It's a show in New York City.
Facts.
I forget what it's called, but it's a big event.
I remember you was talking about it earlier today.
Yeah, it's a big event on the 20th. If you need the address or whatever, tickets, you can hit me up on Instagram, official_KGold. Alright. I got a new single dropping on. Damn, my brain frazzled. On the 17th of this month, matter of fact, called Name and Cool. So definitely get up with that. Bless your ears, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as that's pretty much it. Oh, and the 12th, as he was telling you before, I guess I'm headlining. I ain't know I was headlining.
Yeah,
I ain't know all that, but yeah, I'm gonna be headlining an event that he's having. I guess it's like an open mic, right?
Right, absolutely.
It's an open mic. I'm gonna be performing there. Come out, you know what I'm saying? News and Newports, right?
Newports and News.
Newports and News. Alright, on Instagram, right?
Big facts.
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Bless up. He gave you all the information. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, like. Y'all know how the internet works. Y'all know how these algorithms work.
Yo.
So, boost the platform, and thank you again.
Give us 5 seconds, just
right.
the like
5
button.
seconds.
It
right.
don't mean it's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. Just support, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. That's a good jaunt too, yo.
Good
I like how you